who has won it by 2 sets to 1, 3-6, 6-4, 6-1. She was able to win it and become the national champion of the National Grand Slam here in the women's singles at the 46th Central Bank of Nigeria Senior Open Tennis Championship live at the Abuja Center Court. We are back on this men's singles final, and it is still in the second set. One game apiece, with Emmanuel Michael earning the first game set. It is 30-love in the third game of the second set. It is a fight to the very finish. Those two players are quite familiar with each other. They played out last season of the Davnotch National Open. Emmanuel Michael was able to defeat Peter Okonkwo in the second round. 6-2, 6-love, but the tale has been entirely different despite their underdog losing on the first set. What a fight it was to be able to earn 6 games, and now one is trapped out. 40-15, game point for Ikenna Okonkwo still. Smashed against his own net. Will have to go for a second serve. Ikenna Okonkwo, of course, the second serve comes in. And it's a front drop down, and he's earned it 2-1. Okonkwo lead in the second set, but it's set down. And it's what a rally between the both players, and it's the first break in the second set. Well, it is a fight to come back here for Ikenna Okonkwo, who lost the first set with the extension of a 13th game involved 7-6-4 to Emmanuel Michael. With that set, he leads the match, but in this second set, Ikenna Okonkwo edging by 1 game. It is 2-1. Meanwhile, on court number 1, hostilities has been finalized in the women's singles with WTA ranked 744 all the way from the United States of America, Chicago, Illinois, Adesua Osaboye, winning it 3-6, 6-4, 6-1 over Mmen Bright Emmanuel. What a fight, even in the very final set. But of course, it is Adesua Osaboye who had to take it at the end of the day. We are still in the men's singles finals, and it is here in the second set with Emmanuel Michael leading by 1 set. It is 2-1 to Ikenna Okonkwo in the second set. Joke. Sorry, man. Thank God.
Thank you.
Che. The chair. I mean, come sit down for me, more talk small. I need you. I need you. Just come, babe. I beg. You just come. Come on, analyze me, please. Come on, analyze me. We return back to the second set, and of course, it's going to be the second serve for Emmanuel Michael inside of this set.
Yes, I want to attend. What is traveling? I want to attend to. I want to stop you.
Okay. And it's 15-love already. It's Emmanuel Michael who needs to get back and pair. And of course, the sun is out, and we must be grateful and glad about that. It's going to be straight down to the very finish, this men's singles finals, as we are going to be fighting to the very end, and it's an amazing finish. Emmanuel Michael making it 30-15. It was a perfect serve to draw in the opposition and eventually finish off by the net. Emmanuel Michael, the Davis Cup player, absolutely crafty in the act. Just knew what he had to do, did it and made no mistake. It was just exceptional how he did. 19 hits is what it took for the rally. And at the end of the day, Ikenna stayed very resilient to make it his own point and pair at 30 all. He's looking for a break. But again, Emmanuel Michael surely is the bigger name on the call who they expected to maintain momentum and keep his reputation at bay. But here, it is a fight to the very finish, as we have seen of the first set, with a maximum of 13 games, the most you will ever see in any tennis contest anywhere in the world. And these players are giving us a run for our money. It's 30 all. Smashed against his own net. Surely would have to go for a second serve. Emmanuel Michael rather have to go more cautious. He does. Ikenna with a liner. And he smashed against his net. Beautiful play from Okonkwo, who had to stay at the base. And it was just good enough to have the opposition coast to coast. And at the end of the day, to the net, and he had to get him committed. It is 30-40 break points for Ikenna Okonkwo. And it just might be edging with this one in the major count. Haven't earned it this far. 1 point will get it done. But it has to be this point. And yes, it does. Ikenna Okonkwo can turn it around. It's 3-1 now. An amazing comeback from the underdog. And he's making it really happen for himself. He knows that he just had to keep the momentum. What a fight in the first set. No one gave him a chance. He didn't get to you. But of course, coming into the second, much more motivated. And he's inspired even to go further. 3-1 with a first break in the set. And he will be looking to holding on his serve. Even as he will be heading for a 4-1. Easier said than done. Oh, that's a fine finish. A Davis Cup player of his magnitude, given such a chance, he always would take it 99.9 times in 100 occasions. And Emmanuel Michael is no stranger to such opportunities. Surely will be hoping to turn the tides and keep the set by earning the serve. Oh, what a hit. 15 all. A dominant forehand from Ikenna Okonkwo. And he's beginning to have his way now. Winning this set will automatically metamorphose into a final set where we're going to be having the biggest contest come to fore. 30-15. It's Okonkwo heading. And it's 40-15 to the underdog, and he's already living the dream.
I think so. This one was
And he's done it already to go 4-1. Well, we anticipated the final of this magnitude, and we are surely getting served, as it has been massive game for game, hit for hit, set for set, as both players can show that they've got game in them. And the class act is right on the court here at Abuja Center, because it is still the men's singles final of the 46th Central Bank of Nigeria Senior Open Tennis Championship. It was the first set, 7-6-4 to Emmanuel Michael. Here in the second, it has been a sensational turnaround for Ikenna, who has now broken the opposition, and with 4-1, he leads the way by 3. We will be here to see it all wrap up, and if he does win this set, there surely will be a final. But while we tell you the news in the women's singles, it is Adesua Osabo here, who has taken it 2-1 over Mmen Bright Emmanuel. 3-6, 6-4, 6-1. The Americana makes it for the National Grand Slammer. We're back on the men's singles finals, and it's still between the Orem Tennis Academy and Fiesta, as it is Orem 1 versus Orem Sensation. Don't forget to join us on our social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We are live, Nigeria Tennis Federation, on both YouTube and Facebook. And on Instagram, it is NTF_Tennis Nigeria, to catch all the action, all the imageries, and as well as all the gram. Join in right now, and as well as National Sports Commission on YouTube, Facebook, and as well as on Instagram. Let's get back to the game. 4-1. Ikenna.
Well, it's really an amazing stuff, but of course, Adesua has actually taken it, and like she said, she likes to stress herself. But of course, congratulations, 3-6, 6-4, 6-1. I think the final set actually pronounced how dominant and how commanding she really was, especially how she wrapped it up. Congratulations again. Where's the champagne?
Back to the men's singles finals. It is now 15-love to Emmanuel Michael. He has the first set, 7-6-4. But of course, it is the second set in play. And it's Ikenna who is turning it around, doing the unbelievable, the unexpected, an underdog story against this opposition. The last time they played, it was a deficit of 2-love. It was 0-6-2,
6-love against Ikenna Okonkwo, but today he has been able to turn the tide around while losing out in a highly contested first set. He is in charge of the second, 4 games to 1 for the underdog. It's 30-15. Slightly open the game, but it's Emmanuel Michael who is with the lead. 30 all. Big service from Emmanuel Michael, and it's gone in there to finish at the base. Oh, what a rally. He's got to finish it off. Emmanuel Michael had to put his eyes on the prize, and that's just how we had to do it, to making sure he earns the point at 40-15. And he is just 1 point away from earning the game, and to bring it very much marginal at 2 games to 4, the second set. There's good points for the Davis Cup player. Surely will have to earn it to make it 2-4. But he's done it.
Emmanuel. 4 games to 2. Second set.
4 games to 2 now, the second set. With Emmanuel Michael earning the game to stay within by 2. Quite a trying time for the Davis Cup player in the set. It has been broken once, and that is a difference in here. Fine finish. 15-love from the very first service. And he just made it look seamless how he dispatched the result to get the point. Ikenna Okonkwo. Oh, that is just brilliant. Tailor-made measurements. Couldn't have been better than that. And that's exactly what you would expect in a class match of this nature.
You're doing well. You're doing a very good job. You know, I just stand back.
Oh, yes.
You are recording something. No, go ahead.
It's 30-love to Ikenna Okonkwo, whose momentum continues to rise. And another point to count. It's 40-love, and it might just go flawless in the game. Ikenna Okonkwo played the CBN in 2023, and he could only make it to the round of 16. The second round, where he lost out to Kanisaboa, Nigeria's number 2. But here today, he's found his way into the finals, and he's doing exceptionally well for himself. It's been unbelievably a different character from what we saw last year, especially when he faced up against this opposition at the Davnotch National Open, also in the second round, where he lost out 2-6, love 6. Oh, he's gone flawless to make it 5-2.
Okonkwo 5-2, second set. First set, Emmanuel.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to welcome you back again at the Abuja Center Courts. And we have now been experiencing a ding-dong affair right in the men's singles finals, where we've seen the winner of the first set finding himself far behind right in the second set. It was a reality that played out in the first set where Emmanuel Michael had it 5-2, only for Ikenna to raise himself back at 5-all before 6-all, and then giving up the cookie in a tie break. But here it is Ikenna Okonkwo, the underdog, doing it massively well to lead it by 3 games, make it 5-2 in the second set, as the resurgence is on the cards for the underdog. But here he knows that he has to win it for there to be a final set. Ladies and gentlemen, in the women's singles finals, Adesua Sabo here already is crowned champion, winning in the final set 3-6, 6-4, 6-1. The Americana wins the National Grand Slam. And we are back on the center court while the men are slugging it out. We'll be having a medal presentation just after this finals. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay with us.
Well, back into it. It's time for the second set perhaps to be wrapped up. It is 6, make it 7 of games being contested, and the difference of 2, or make that 3, is in between, with Emmanuel Michael, the favorite here, with just 2 games. You wouldn't expect that to be, but again, he served in a big one to earn the first points in the 8th game of the second set, 15-love. Service from Emmanuel Michael is going with a big right, and is another winner from the man. 30-all, just as Ikenna Okonkwo went flawless.
Emmanuel.
It just might be going flawless as well. And of course, he's expected to do so if he wants to get his confidence back and be able to switch momentum. Very, very important. Mmen bright, Emmanuel. And this one is Sabu here. The Sabu here. Here. Hien. Buo.
Okay.
40-15, a resounding game he's playing out in this one to be able to come back commandingly. And of course, he has to do so. He knows that he's got no time. If he has to win this set and make it a 2 straight, this men's singles finals, Emmanuel Michael trailing by 2-5. It's going to be a tall call if you ask me. But if anyone is going to be able to do that, Emmanuel Michael is the man. And he's gone it 3-5 now. But it is still Ikenna Okonkwo in the set, having the edge by 2 games, 5-3, and he will just be looking forward to wrapping it up by winning the serve and making it 6-3, bouncing back into the men's singles finals, and the final set will promise an explosion. Great hits. Oh, that is a massive winner. 15-love. And it will be 1 apiece on major counts. The underdog surely binging on belief, and he is doing exceptionally well for himself. Coming through from Mexico. where he played the ITF Junior Circuit J200, finishing in the second round in the boys singles, and also played out the semi-finals of the boys doubles in J200. And after that week, Ikenna Okonkwo had to head on for J100, where he played the semi-finals in the boys singles, eventually becoming champion in the boys doubles, which metamorphosed into a super high rise of 67 points up. From 298 spots, he moved to 231st. Good touch. He will have to look to return that. It's gone out. 40-30. It is just 1 point now to make it 1 set. And an underdog story on the cards for Ikenna Okonkwo that is even doing it better than he lost. What a slice, and he's done it! It is the second set to Ikenna Okonkwo at 6-3. Only 9 games involved. The initial set saw 13, but how about that for the underdogs? It is 1 set apiece for major count.
The first set had to go 13 games. The second has now had to wrap up at 9. And it's about the underdog changing and, of course, twisting this reality, making sure that there will be a final set. An explosion is on the cards, and you just cannot avoid this. You just cannot expect anything more. This is Oliver Twisted. The first set won by Emmanuel Michael, the Davis Cup player, at 7-6-4. And he had to do that after a long stretch, and the stretch courtesy of the underdog Ikenna Okonkwo, who has just returned from Mexico from last week. And he had to do the second set resoundingly with a 3-game win in it. 6-3, he took it, breaking the opposition in the B's. It's going to be a final set where we're going to be crowning the champion of the National Grand Slam, the 46th CBN Senior Open Tennis Championship. It comes down to the Abuja Center Court. Make sure you join on our live stream. We are live on YouTube. We're equally live on Facebook, and as well as on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Join in right now. Subscribe, like, and make sure you comment your conversation. It is Nigeria Tennis Federation on Facebook and as well as on YouTube. Subscribe now and help us grow the community. We are equally on Instagram for the gram, LTF_tennis Nigeria, LTF_tennis Nigeria. You can take a picture, tag us, comment, and make sure you are a part of the conversation. We get back to the business, and this will be the final set in the men's singles finals of the 46th CBN Senior Open Tennis Championship.
Final set. Emmanuel to serve.
Well, returning back, it's going to be the final set where we're definitely going to ascertain who will become the ultimate champion of the National Grand Slam here today, the 46th edition of the Central Bank of Nigeria Senior Open Tennis Championship is all coming to an apex climax, and only one player will be crowned champion of the national showpiece, and this man will be the man of the year. This man will get the most prize money of the year. This man will get the biggest point of the year. This man will be the superstar of the season. Who would it be? Welcome to the final set here at Abuja Center Court. We are still live, and it is absolutely lively, brought to you by Nigeria Tennis Federation
also a huge sponsor from the Central Bank of Nigeria for the 46th time, and they come even best at this. It is here in the commentary box from the man with the golden voice, the voice of Nigeria, grand commentator for the Republic, Sean Pop, the DCFR, aka Sound of Sport, making sure you have the best of sporting entertainment anywhere in the land. Back to it. The final set in the first game. It is Emmanuel Michael, the Davis Cup player, getting us on the way. Very cautious play from both players. They know how important it is to stay calm. A question of character is always required in the final set, but that's gone out. And it's point to Emmanuel Michael.
15:30.
It's 15-30. His first point in the final set. Our expectations here will be that it's going to run riot in this final set. Emmanuel Michael with the service again. He's going for a bullet one. Oh, that's a massive hit. He has to return it back to the same coast where he had got him coasted. Of course, it's about the mind game in this. It's something beautiful to see. And when it comes to the four, you just must appreciate 30 all Emmanuel Michael. Another service from him. It's gone for the line. Oh, the finish. Unexpected. That is a massive kill.
20:40.
30-40. It is the first game in the final set, and it's not too early for a break point for Ikenna Okonkwo in here. One will do, and that one might be the very first of great stuff to come from the underdog. But Emmanuel Michael, very experienced, national team player, Davis Cup player. He knows how important it is to stay in it. Look at that! Oh, it's got out. It's a deuce.
Deuce.
It is just what you expect. They know that they have to extend it to the very limit. It's defining the laws of physics here, making sure that they stretch it to the very extreme of the elasticity. And it's Emmanuel Michael's service again to come, hopefully. First serve.
You are Roby, you are Roby. Roby. Who can call Roby? You are the one.
Oh, he is absolutely lucky to have that go all the way off the bound.
Okonkwo.
Both players slicing through. And it's advantage to Ikenna Okonkwo yet again. Surely will be expecting to end the point and put the game to bed. Oh, smart tennis. This is just brilliant.
Deuce.
It's a second deuce in the first game of the final set, and it's a question of who wants it more. Pendulum continues to swing. It's not going to be balanced anywhere. The question of a consistency of two, and that's only going to be it to take it. Emmanuel Michael has got the experience, is the bigger name here. He's got the advantage.
Advantage Emmanuel.
Huge advantage for Emmanuel Michael. And it's for him to be able to rake it up, wrap it up, and take up the first game in the final set. It's not expected to throw caution to the wind. And that was what Ikenna just did. And he had to be paid and served in the same coin. It's first game to Emmanuel Michael in the final set as they are about to give us another spectacle with 2 deuces in it. And there will be another. Both players are now looking very exhausted. It's not about how they can hold on. Endurance will play a part. It's going to be persistency. It's going to be the ability to always stay in the now that will matter most. On his smash against his own net for the very first service. Kenya Okonkwo, second serve made better. And that's a point already. 15 love to the underdog. Chasing the sets from behind, having dropped the first game. Came close to breaking. But he has to now see off his own serve to be able to pay it 1 major, 1 minor, and a piece. 30 love. Middle seems seamless. Ikenna Okonkwo, quite a technical play he just executed. And you look at that and you talk about how easy it appeared to the eyes, but it was just about the technique. All wrapped it up in the spin of the service and was able to do the magic. Ikenna Okonkwo surely will have to keep it coming. He's going to have to go for a second serve. He's going to have 30-15. First point for Emmanuel Michael in the second game of the final set. Haven't won the first. Fault. He's going to have to serve again. The second serve. 40-15. Oh, that's amazing! Amazing stuff from Emmanuel Michael. What a way to stay in charge in front of adversities. What a brilliant play. It's a perfect forehand, and that required no return whatsoever. It is 40-30. And that's just exactly how you're going to get it done. With the experience he's got, you'd expect nothing less from the Davis Cup player. He's always have a way of showing off in times of challenges. Emmanuel Michael, and hopefully he might just pull through today. And he's found a way to deuce. Back-to-back points to be able to bring this game alive. Emmanuel Michael resuscitates. Is a take of momentum. And he's turned around his fortune. 3 points on the bounce for Emmanuel Michael. And he's now gotten the advantage for a break point even in the second game of the final set. And surely now he might just need just 1 point. He has to keep his eyes right on the prize to be able to get that done. It's not going to be now. It's not going to be this one. Class for class, game for game, technique for technique. Ikenna Okonkwo could also come to the party, and it's a deuce. Oh. Oh, these are the kind of points that players hardly celebrate, and they always have a way to, show sportsmanship when they earn points of this nature. And Okonkwo is just so lucky to have advantage. Smashed against the net, and he could have dropped anywhere, but it was perfectly placed for the advantage. Both players exacting the same technique. It's been coast to coast from both players, and he's gone out. It's 1 game apiece, 1 set apiece. There is no separation between these two players. Major and minor, they are all tied. It's all squared in the men's singles finals of the 46 CBN Senior Open Tennis Championship live at Abuja Center Court. It's really getting sick and seeing it. And naturally expected to come in this fashion. But it's even better the view. Oh, it's just not going to get it right. So unfortunate. He knows that he had the game, he had the point, but he just didn't have the right technique. Needed to have raised his ambition a little bit higher. Surely now I'll be looking to go for a return to momentum. Ikenna Okonkwo with his 15 love to Mrs. Michael, and it's 30 love now. To Emmanuel Michael. Beg your pardon.
40 love,
40 now.
and he might be heading for a flawless fit in the game to take the lead again. Emmanuel Michael, 1 point to go, 2 games to 1 in the final set. The national team character. He's giving everything. He has to give even more in a match of this magnitude. This game,
Game.
2 games to 1.
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel Michael edge in the final set.
Final set.
One set apiece for both players in the final set, and it's 2 games to 1 to the one who came in as the bigger name, Emmanuel Michael. Well, of course, it has been a great finals we've been experiencing here in the men's singles for the 46th CBN Senior Open Tennis Championship. And as it sticks at the moment, it is 2 games to 1 to the one who is known as Oram 1, with Oram Sensation having a bounce back with a service to come. But in this final set, surely we'll be getting our champion. Do join us on the social media platform Instagram, ATF_Tennis Nigeria. Do it for the gram. On YouTube and as well as Facebook, Nigeria Tennis Federation. We are there live. You can also join us at National Sports Commission, YouTube, Facebook, and as well as Instagram. And just in case you want to catch up with me personally, get on right now at the GCFR show on TikTok, and as well as every other social media platform to get plugged in.
Anyway, we're back into it, and it's Ikenna who is expected to serve. He's made it look quite easy.
Ikenna.
How he was able to play himself in to a very nice position to be able to finalize with a smash. And it was brilliantly done. Ikenna with 15 love from his first serve. 30 love.
30 now.
He's raking up the numbers, increasing his lots.
Thirty 15.
It's 30-15, and he's gathering gradually. Ikenna trailing in the set. 2 games to 1 to
Emmanuel Michael is gone out,
30
and
all.
it's 30 all. It's 30 all to Emmanuel Michael, who surely, gradually raking it up to be able to get it into the winning space. But what a contest we've seen today. Oh, that's brilliant. And he's got out. It's 30-40. Break points for Emmanuel Michael here, and it just might be a chance to take the lead yet again. And a way to do that, he had to put his eyes on the prize, stayed very keen, and when he had to come to the net, he quickly got out of momentum. Ikenna Okonkwo being very careful. He's gone out and it's deuce.
Bills.
Just looking to saving the day. Ikenna Okonkwo in the game. He has to now find the fortitude to fudge.
Advantage Emmanuel.
Emmanuel Michael finding a way to get him back to winning ways, and it's earned 1 point to stay at break points. Pretty important to do that. And smart stuff.
Bills.
Deuce the back, the second deuce, and the second serve for Ikenna Okonkwo, who is heading for his second game in the final set, with Emmanuel Michael leading the way 2-1. It's been a whole lot to get here. 3 weeks of unforgettable tennis. Before that, we also had 2 long weeks of the Junior Circuit World Tennis Tour, ITF J30, where an orphan, Lucky Danjuma, having won in Accra, Ghana, had to win both legs to be able to ascertain as Nigeria's junior #1. And eventually he had to take it up to the VEMP, where he had to play the finals of the VEMP National Open before we had to do the Davnoch National Open. And this is the climax, the National Grand Slam, the biggest in point and prize money, the most participated, the most historical, the Central Bank of Nigeria Senior Open Tennis Championship, and it's the 46th. Can you believe that? I wasn't even born when it was started. And that's big. That's pretty big.
Bills.
Deuce. And for the third time, he's got to find his footing. He's got to bring his bearing. He can now conquer here. And there he goes.
Advantage Okonkwo.
Advantage he has, and he will be looking for one hit to make it his game. One set apiece. And of course, in the final set here is 2-1 to the Davis Cup player Emmanuel Michael. It's a lob, and he's managed to put him in with doing. Oh, and he's fluffed it all together.
Yes.
Another deuce, and it's for the 4th time. Absolute contest. Keenly, they are in it, and no one is ready to give up the cookie. Cautiously they thread, but someone has got to give in. Who will it be? Ikenna with a service advantage. His one is looking to have it, but he has to go for a second serve now. We're looking to avoid double fault. Goes out, advantage Okonkwo. He now knows that one hit can do it, but it's a question of sustenance for both players now, as they must have totally outstretched themselves in this final. Oh, there's a whole lot more in it, not just for pride, not just for prestige, not just for the prize money. There's something bigger. It's a lot more personal for these two. They come from the same tennis academy. They've actually had their history in the past. And here they know that the future could start its writing from here. And so they know that they have to put everything in it. The die is cast. A smart play, and it's 2 games apiece. Absolutely out of reach, and Emmanuel Michael had no response, but it will be Ikenna who ties it up, as it is now absolutely squared. 1-all major, 2-all minor in the final set. Emmanuel Michael here with a service. It's a strong return from Ikenna who couldn't return back. Well, earlier on today, speaking with Ikenna he was very, very crystal clear about the pattern of play of Emmanuel Michael, who gives you the kind of returns that looks like a first serve. Absolutely strong and dominant, with a lot of speed and a lot of power, and we've just seen that in the last hit. Second serve. Oh, they smashed against the net. Endurance is now on the call.
Quiet, please. Thank you.